Look at this trending story. It's more college football, which I guess people are into. They probably just like gambling. Look at this guy's name is Ty Simpson. You don't have to be into college football to enjoy what I'm about to show you because I'm going to show you how this connects to other things on the world stage by the language, okay? So, look at that quarterback number 15. That's amazing because the last quarterback decode I just did, Drew Alar. Look, he's got 15 on his jersey right there, and he was injured for Penn State. That's so. How about that? Now we get this other 15 right here. So, but this was a positive story for Alabama as they pick up the victory over the Missouri Tigers to push their winning streak to 5. I keep seeing that number 5 as well. We've seen some stories with the number 50, which is like 5. Now we get 5 here. And, obviously on the fly, I can't think of them all right now. But I have more important things to show you here because this guy has an amazing game here. He's trending in this story for having a good outing Saturday versus Missouri. Look at the language here. Shout out to Richard West. Decodes. Because we were going back and forth on his video, on his recent video here, where he mentioned DMX and some guy that looked like him. I can't remember the guy's name, of course, but we're going back and forth about the name Simmons. And look at this because Ty Simpson, this quarterback, now that popped up in Richard West's algorithm for a reason because all of these stories they hit by the algorithm, by the numbers, okay? But it starts with the language. Look at these last names, and their birthdays are 3 days apart. DMX, the rapper, supposedly no longer with us, supposedly, right? Look at his name is Earl Simmons. Simmons is like Simpson. You see that? And then his birthday is 3 days before Ty Simpson, and now Ty Simpson's trending in the algorithm. I'm not done because this is amazing and this is undeniable. Look at The Simpsons, the cartoon. First episode date is December 17th, 1989. Look at that. December 17th, The Simpsons first episode date. When Ty Simpson's birthday is December 21st. Obviously, different years there. And DMX's birthday, Earl Simmons' birthday, December 18th. One day after The Simpsons first episode date. Richard also mentioned Russell Simmons, and Russell Simmons' birthday just hit as we're in October, and Russell Simmons' birthday just landed, about 2 weeks ago, roughly. Look at that right there. Isn't that amazing? Russell Simmons, The Simpsons, Ty Simpson, Earl Simmons. I'm not done. You want to see how amazing this is? This is when everything just pays off, when you connect multiple stories and anybody can see this. I told Richard in the comments, "Oh, Ben Simmons." I can't remember what the comment was, but Ben Simmons as well, just to show you how scripted this is. Oh, I think it was Omar Epps with the same birthday. However, we got on that. But look at this, how scripted this is. Look at Ben Simmons, his birthday, the basketball player, 11 days after O.J. Simpson. How about that? And Jessica Simpson, like the pop star. Her birthday is July 10th. Jessica Simpson, July 10th. One day after OJ Simpson is her birthday. She's got the J in Jessica like OJ. And again, her birthday 10 days before Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons' birthday 11 days after OJ Simpson. So look at that. And I'm going to go one step further. Well, it's still on the same script here. We'll get back to Ty Simpson. Look at this. Look at these hockey players. Todd Simpson, Reed Simpson. No longer professionally playing. They shouldn't be anyways because you could see they're old. Look at these on the world stage hockey players. Reed Simpson, Todd Simpson. Look at their birthdays. May 28th, May 21st. Come on, man. 7 days apart. I didn't go deep to see if they were related or anything. I don't think they are. But even if they are related, come on, man. Birthdays 7 days apart. So isn't that amazing? Todd Simpson, Reed Simpson, Jessica Simpson, OJ Simpson, Ben Simmons, Russell Simmons, The Simpsons, Ty Simpson, Earl Simmons. Absolutely amazing. Please send over somebody. AI. I don't even think AI wants to mess with me anymore. Like, what are you going to say about that, AI? I have a level head here. So we're going to get back to Ty Simpson with this amazing game for Alabama against Missouri. 3-point victory. Let's look at his numbers real quick. Actually, I'll probably just read them to you. So here, let me open that right there. So it's Google's okay. I mean, AI is okay. You can easily get information now when you just want to look it up. So this game was October 11th, right? Which was Saturday. Quarterback Ty Simpson led the number 8 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide to this 3-point victory over number 14 ranked Missouri. Ty Simpson's performance, including 3 touchdown passes, remember they won by 3, was a major focus on the game's coverage. And you know what's funny? They bring up the Simpsons also. Ty Simpson, the Simpsons. Isn't that amazing? I say explain Ty Simpson's game versus Missouri Tigers. And that's amazing that they bring up the Simpsons. You see that? The Simpsons reference in a 96 episode, The Old Man and the Key. Grandpa Simpson famously says, I'll be deep in the cold ground before I recognize Missouri. Like Missouri? This was a throwaway joke about Grandpa's eccentricity, and it is no connection to the Missouri Tigers football team. Isn't that amazing, though? The person asking the question likely confused the Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson with the cartoon family. Hey, it's the language. It wasn't an accident. This is algorithm stuff. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild right there? That's amazing. I mean, I'm okay. So this is becoming like funner and easier the more and more I do this. I mean, this is one of the better hobbies I can think of, right? And I still find a way to get outdoors, ride the bicycle, walk in the park, walk around the neighborhood. I have vehicles, by the way, but there's nothing like a walk or just a bike ride. You know, I'll play some basketball, I get the exercise in, I eat healthy. Okay, like, so this is a good hobby to have. I encourage you, just can't go down the rabbit hole on and get caught up with each story. Decode it and move on. Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about, oh, did I get everything? Just hit it with what you know and move on, okay? So Pretty good stuff here. I think I have a couple more slides. You see, because he has a big game against Missouri, look at how he syncs up in the language, 42 and 93, and those are in the same ciphers. Ty Simpson and Missouri. He's got this big game against Missouri. You see he shines in this game. Now, it's a 72-day span from this game to his birthday, December 21st. And quarterback equals 72. So it's a 72-day span, which is from start to end date, game to his birthday. It's 71 days before his birthday. In between the two dates is 70 days, and Alabama Crimson Tide equals 70. The total score of the game, 27-24, 51 total points. Look at, they both teams land on 5-1. 5 wins, 1 loss. 51, like the total score of the game. Amazing, right? So it looks like Alabama's number 6 and Missouri's number 16. That may fluctuate however the script goes. Isn't that amazing? They even mentioned, this is going to be another shout out to Richard West. We were just talking about this name, Riley, as we were going back and forth. Look, he averages 4.2 yards running back here, it looks like, on the season. We just hit on that 42 right here, Missouri, Ty Simpson. They mention him in the article against Missouri. Kevin Riley, Jam Miller added 85 yards rushing before leaving with a concussion in the fourth quarter, and Kevin Riley and Isaiah Horton also had touchdowns for Alabama. Okay, because look, I just mentioned Riley Green in the decode the other day, baseball player for the Tigers, as they had a Game 4 victory against the Mariners. Riley Green. Now, what are the odds? I mean, you think there's that many people named Riley that are just going to be trending? He had a home run, big game for the Tigers, okay? Riley, and now Kevin Riley trending. What do we blame the Associated Press for this? I don't think so. There's a different entity controlling all of this. This is the computer, man. They always joke about computer AI taking over. I mean, we can just pull the plug, right? Probably. But come on, man. The computer, nobody's writing out these stories. These aren't real events. If the world was just let loose and anything could happen, you can be whatever you want to be. If that were the case, don't you think people would lose power and control? Don't you think that they agree with this system here? Look at that, Riley. And there's also that Riley Green singer that I connected there in that decode. Drop the E and you get Riley Green the singer. Something I just caught here. Look at, it says number 28 for Kevin Riley, Alabama here. Now in this, and look, that Detroit Tigers, this football game is against the Missouri Tigers. Isn't that amazing? And you get this Riley connection with Alabama against Missouri. And then you get another Riley, and it's the Detroit Tigers against the Mariners. So you get the Detroit Tigers, Missouri Tigers. Isn't that awesome? But one of these guys in this game had 28 on his jersey. Was it Riley Green or Javier Baez? I'm going to find out right now. You see? So when we can go on the fly like that and make connections to go along with what we already have, I think it was his teammate who also had the big game, who had the 28 on his jersey. Yeah, it was, because look, Riley Green's got the 31 right here. It was his teammate Javier Baez who was in that story because he had a home run as well. He's got that 28 on the jersey. Look at that right there. Isn't that absolutely amazing? And you get Riley Green, his teammate, with the big game. And you get this Riley with the 28 on his jersey, like Javier Baez with this Tigers connection. You see it right there. Riley Green, Javier Baez homered in a 4-run 6-inning, and the Tigers kept their season alive. Isn't that awesome right there? I can't remember exactly who won the series at the moment, but that doesn't matter right now. Isn't that awesome? Oh yeah, and shout out to Richard West. I meant to say this before I went on that little roll there, but look, Riley Green, Kevin Riley, Richard West just did a video about Rambo, and he mentioned Sylvester Stallone has the July 6th birthday, and he had a machine gun or whatever in Rambo. There's machine gun connections in there. Look at the original Machine Gun Kelly, the gangster. His birthday, July 18, the same day as Kelly Riley, this actress. Fake world. Riley, Kelly, Riley again. You get variations in the spelling on a couple of the Rileys. This is how fake the world is. You could probably look up O'Reilly Auto Parts and it'll probably say founded in July. I mean, just as an example, not saying that's true. But isn't that amazing? And so Machine Gun Kelly, Kelly Riley, and that's the gangster, the original. You know, this stuff is scripted and recycled. It's not the rapper, right? But you're still going to find connections. Right? Think about like Megyn Kelly. Doesn't she host a show, Megyn Kelly, and then right, Kelly Riley, Machine Gun Kelly, Kelly Riley, Megan Fox is with MGK the rapper. Fake world, right? But look at, so you see those July 18 birthdays, Machine Gun Kelly, Kelly Riley, July 18. Look at, remember the birthdays earlier? Ben Simmons, July 20th. OJ Simpson, July 9th. Jessica Simpson, July 10th. Look at how fake this world is. So me and Richard are going back and forth in the comments on our videos, pointing out all of these connections. And as we go forward, the connections keep landing, man. So shout out to Richard West again. Go check out his videos. His link is, whoever checks them out, like, get it, check it out, right? Even if you're not real people, we want this information out there. You can screw us over and shadow ban us, whatever. Okay, we're putting this info out there. It's coming from us. You know what I'm saying? Real people. Okay, I mean, you can go ahead and you could follow the AI bots. You can get good information from the sellout channels if you want. There's good information, right? But these aren't real people. You know what I'm saying? So this is just like some highlights of this quarterback, which obviously I can't really like. I'm not really gonna play all of it, but I don't know why they threw some highlights that weren't great in there as well. But he seems to have some poise. He seems to have good awareness and kind of like a veteran. He seems like he's good under pressure from what I see in the highlights. Seems like he manages the game very well from what I see. But I mean, it's not real, okay? This stuff's not real. I'm not seeing many mistakes by this kid. They're putting in like incomplete passes and stuff in this. I don't know why, but it says draft film. Well, I guess they look at all of the film, right? If they're drafting, it's fake. Look, he gets crunched right there. But good awareness, and he's not throwing. I don't see any interceptions. He looks like he's getting rid of the ball when he needs to. He's rushing the ball when he needs to. Can they show a good highlight? Can they show a complete pass? There is a touchdown right here. Like, can you show a good pass or something? Damn it. So it looks like this might be a touchdown. Nope, it's an incomplete pass. Is this the right game? I think this is a touchdown. That's a solid pass right there, okay? Threads the needle on that pass. We're going to look at it again, okay? I guess we're going to look at it again after that incomplete pass. So here it is. I'm trying to be careful playing the footage here. Even it's not like I have like anything to lose, but let's look at him thread that needle again. Nice pass in between those two defenders there. Okay. So I enjoy being able to do this. And the thing just like froze up on me, I guess. I enjoy making these thumbnails. I enjoy everything about this. Other than living in a fake world. I mean, it is what it is, right? Fake world. It would have been nice not to be deceived from a young age. Okay? So that's it, man. That's it. Who's next in line for Alabama here with their 5-1 record? Okay, so that game was Saturday, and it looks like the next game will be against Tennessee, and it looks like Alabama is still ranked number 6. That number 6 keeps landing. It landed in the LeBron James, Savannah Banana baseball league or whatever video I did. Oh, look at the venue, Bryant Denny. Look at that right there, like Kobe Bryant. Saban Field at Bryant Denny Stadium. Whatever the hell kind of name is that? Isn't that amazing? Like Kobe Bryant, and we're talking about LeBron and all the sixes that have been popping up. Because there's going to be more LeBron James news. Oh, you know what? Kobe Bryant died 126. When I was looking up this dude earlier, man, it got stuck there. It's like not moving. Refresh. When I was looking up dude earlier, the running back for Alabama with the Kevin Riley. Look, another Kevin Riley popped up with the 127 birthday, one day after Kobe's death date. Who was, man, I don't, there was another Kevin Riley football player. Here he is right here. Look, isn't that amazing? But it's a different Kevin Riley. This one is a former football quarterback for the Golden Bears who doesn't play no more. Or maybe he does somewhere else. Look at this guy. Isn't that amazing? 127. That's also Jordan Addison's birthday, Minnesota Vikings football player in the NFL. And Jordan, like Bryant. Isn't that amazing? Hold on. Was Bear Bryant connected to Alabama? Okay, this is what they call the rabbit hole. Look at Kevin Riley with the 127 as the garbage guy goes by. Look at that 127 right there. And it's not the Kevin Riley, but it's the same name. And that's one day after the Kobe death date right there. And that's Jordan Addison's birthday, 127. And Jordan connects to Bryant. And it says, what did it say about this stadium? It was called Bryant something. Oh, I lost it. But you can go back and look at that. Isn't that wild? Did Bear Bryant? Don't tell me Bear Bryant was Alabama. Oh my God, he was. Fake world. And hold on. Didn't he die like on Kobe Bryant's death date, or wasn't he born on Kobe? Okay, born September 11th. When did he die? Woo! On Kobe Bryant's, that's Kobe Bryant's death date, 126. Kobe died 37 years later when Bryant equals 37. Fake world. When Bryant equals 37, Lakers might equal 37 as well. No, Bryant equals 37. Come on, man. That's a fake world. Let me know what you think. Excuse me if I sound cocky, but that's why I kind of, it's like me and Richard. I don't speak for Richard West, man. Us against the world, brother. Us against the world in this decoding thing. That's why I kind of come off arrogant, cocky sometimes, because we don't get no love on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We don't get no love. You know what I mean? I've been grinding for years now. Richard too. I've been putting together these slides and just dropping massive amounts of videos. And I speak for myself and saying, I'll challenge any of those channels who think they're top decoders. We don't even need slides like this. I just do the slides because it makes it easier to present. You know what I mean? I'd gladly go on the fly and challenge any decoders out there. And I like my chances because I really, really, really do this. Ty Simpson shines as number 8 Alabama edges number 14 Missouri. 27-24 to push the winning streak to 5. Until next time, y'all. Woo!